Hi, I'm Miss Guilliot, and I teach ELA and Social Studies in 3rd grade.
Hi, I'm Miss Lavender. I teach math and science.
And welcome to 3rd grade. This is our virtual open house video. We did send home an open house back to school information packet with students. This goes over the behavior. It has some important notes. It has a little information about each subject, so please read through it. And there's a signature sheet in the back that if you sign and send back, then your student will get a JAG jewel. I think probably the most important thing is that we have daily folders, blue folders that go home. They go home and come back every single day. Any important information from the office will be in here in the keep it home side for you, or if it's something that needs to be signed and returned, it'll be in the return to school side. Anything in return to school side, please don't take out. That might also be things that we're working on in class that the students need. In the back of folders is behavior sheet. Behavior is similar to what kids have done in K through 2 here at JPE, but we don't have a clipboard where we move clips. We get marks, which is very similar. So if your kid, your student has to gets a mark, that's just like moving their clip down one time. And if they get a mark for not following the classroom or school rules, then we'll mark it on their behavior sheet. We'll circle the 1 or the 2 or the 3. If they get 1 mark for the day, they still get their check for the day. Students want to get as many checks as they can because at the end of each behavior sheet, we have JAG Fest, which is our positive behavior reward. And JAG Fest is a fun day in the afternoon where students get to participate in games or do something. If your student has not earned enough checks for JAG Fest, then they'll stay in the classroom and continue working on whatever we're working on for that day. Also on the back of the behavior sheet, there's this place for notes. So we'll put comments. If it's something similar, we'll note it on the front. If it needs more comments, we'll make comments on the back. So please check these daily folders every day. Clean out the keep it home side with students. If it gets too many papers, it makes it really hard for them to keep up with, and will make a mess for them in their folders and desk. So just please check daily folders every day. If you have any questions throughout anything, please email us. Both of us check email daily, so you can email us at any time. The other way that we send home information is through Class Remind. We both have a Class Remind. Just sign up for the homeroom, and we send on both of them the same information.
Right.
So a reminder, a special announcement for school, sometimes a reminder about a test or something to study, we'll send out on Class Remind. All other information is in the packet. There's for ELA, there's some information about the things that we do, reading. The biggest way that you can help your student in ELA is to practice reading. Read. Read aloud with your student. Let your student read aloud. Read as much as you can. Starting next week, we're going to get pocket readers. It's going to be a small leveled reader inside a clear pocket in their binders. Please read those several times throughout the week. You read a page, let the student read a page, let the student read the whole thing to you, read it several times. That practices all reading skills. And that's not for a homework grade, but for a prize on our reading prize chart. So they'll definitely want to keep up with that and do that, and it's the best way to help them with everything. And we have spelling test weekly. The other thing that will tell you what's going on for the week is a homework sheet that goes home weekly on Mondays. My things for ELA and social studies are on one side, and Miss Lavender's things for math and science on the other side. They'll also have some special news and announcements on it, so please look over the homework sheets every week. And Miss Lavender?
Yeah, so we also will do our best to send home red folders each week. I think we talked about sending them home every Thursday, but it may not be a Thursday, just we'll do our best to send them home at least once a week. Any papers inside, let me at least take these out. So if there is an F paper, if you can assign and return that paper, anything else you can keep at home, please also sign that you got their papers, you saw them, and this folder will come back to school. Yeah, everything is pretty much in the packet. For math, we have not been bringing our workbooks home. We typically will do homework on like Tuesdays or Wednesday nights. It's typically posted on the newsletter. And that they'll just bring home that one sheet. I probably will start having them bring home their workbooks. That way parents can see like what all we're working on. But yeah, for science, we have an interactive notebook. For science, we don't really have a textbook. It's all online. So we decided to come up with an interactive notebook. That way students have a hard copy of their notes that they can read over as they need to. Most of our quizzes are open books. So if they follow along in class, they can use those notes and do on the quiz. So,
and that's pretty similar for social studies. We don't have a textbook anymore. It's all online. It's class activities for social studies and science. The new science and social studies curriculum is a lot about processing information. It's not just memorizing facts. It's processing information and applying it. So we do lots of tasks in class and a lot of open notebook type quizzes and daily activity grades. If we have a big unit test, we'll send home, you'll have at least a week's notice or so about that test, and we'll send home a study guide a couple of days before that if it's something, a bigger test that they can study for.
So besides that, I think that's really it. Please feel free to shoot us an email. We're really good at responding as soon as we can. But just make sure that you read through this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.
We appreciate you. Thanks.